Hey, what's up guys? I'm from BSC Tech. Today we have a Samsung Galaxy Tab with the model number Gt-P5200. This is a 10.1 inch tab. And if we go inside the About section on this tablet, you will see that we have Android 4.4. And this is no longer supported with Play Store. You can download apps, but you cannot upgrade them, and most recent apps, they will not work. Even the games, they will stop working because there's no support coming up from the Google for this older generation. So today's video is about how to upgrade this from Android 4.4 to Android 6 or 7 or something higher, so we can use Android Play Store. So the first thing you need to do is go inside the tablet and click on the build number till you see you are a developer. Then go inside the developer section and enable USB debugging. The process involves two steps. First one is to download and install the recovery. We will be using a TWRP recovery for this tablet, and then the second phase of the video will take you through how to install a custom ROM using that recovery. You need one USB cable, a Windows 10 or Windows 11 PC or a computer, and obviously sufficiently enough charged battery on this device. A fairly new device which was sitting around for years and years, and hardly any scratch or mark on this, but whatever condition your tablet is at the moment, you can follow these steps and you should have a working Android 6, 7 or 8 on this device. So let's dive into it and let's start the process. So watch carefully. If you have any questions or feedback, or you miss any steps or any concern regarding the model, you can ask me questions in the comments section and I will answer them as soon as possible. Remember, this is the P5210. We will be matching the model number with the ROM on XT developer, and rest of the process you can watch on your screen. So the first thing we need is a TWRP recovery, which you can see on the screen. That is for Galaxy Tab Pro 10.1, or you can also download for Galaxy Tab 3. I will add the link for recovery and the ROM in the description below. Make sure if you make a mistake, don't worry about that. You can also repeat the process. Once the recovery is downloaded, we will go towards the next step. We have the recovery and everything is set up. We need to put the device into recovery mode, and for that we have to go inside the download section. So first of all, we will switch off the device. Once the device is completely powered off, we'll hold volume up and power button and keep holding it till you see this screen in front of you. Volume down, cancel restart, volume up, continue. Next thing is we have to connect the USB, and rest of the process I will show you on screen. So let's add that screen there. So what we're going to do is we're going to open Odin as an administrator. Make sure you see this blue icon on your COM section. Select AP, then go inside the custom ROM section or whatever folder you have created. Click on tab 3 or whatever subfolder you have, then click on the recovery. Let this section complete its checks, and in the option area you need to uncheck auto reboot. Now we will click on start. Then you will see the process has started. And once it's green, that means that everything is successful. Now we have to disconnect the USB lead, and we have to force restart the tablet by holding power and volume up or volume down button. In some tablets it will be volume down, and then let it go when you see Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 logo on screen. This should boot your device into the recovery. We have transferred the ROM and the recovery with the memory card on this device. Next thing is we have to boot into recovery. First thing we do is go into the wipe section and select these 4 options and wipe it so you can format the system data. That'll be cache. And once that is done, we'll come back to installation process, select external SD card. If for some reason your external card does not show ROM, you need to reboot the device back into the recovery by going into the main home screen, reboot, recovery, swipe. It's very straightforward and simple process. Wait for the device to reboot directly into recovery, and that happens because when the device was powered off, we insert the memory card and the device or the tablet did not detect our memory card and should boot into recovery. We've already done the wipe system and everything, so we will be moving into, should be booting up. We'll be moving into the installation process. Okay, hang on. So this is the first problem. So guys, if you see this issue, simply force restart and the device should automatically boot into the recovery mode. It's an old hardware and it gets funny over the time. Obviously, as you can see that we are inside the reboot cycle. And once we see those lines, if it does not boot into recovery, we will press volume down. There you go. Now we click on install, level up, external memory card, and there you go, the ROM is there. Make sure you have the right ROM. So we will select that, swipe right, and wait for the system to finish the installation. This bar will be completed. It depends on model to model. This will take a couple of minutes, and then we will install Google Apps. So remember guys, you have to make sure that you only download the right software for the matching hardware. For example, if your tablet is a Wi-Fi and 3G with the same card slot, then you need to download 3G. For my case, it was a Wi-Fi tablet, so we'll be downloading and installing or flashing the Wi-Fi ROM for this particular device. So once that is done, we should be able to flash the Google Apps, and that will bring up the Android Play Store. If you don't flash Google Apps, you will not see Google Play Store or Google Apps on your device. So for this particular model, we have downloaded 2 files. One is Lineage OS 14.1, which is for the Wi-Fi model. Second one is Open G Apps or Google Apps, and that is for x86 7.5 Pico. So it's about to finish the installation, then we will head towards installing the Google Apps. If in between your system goes to sleep, you can simply press the home button and it should be able to bring it back to the main screen. So here we have the Google Apps. So it's a success that we can see this Google Apps logo or boot animation, and then it's installing core apps, as you can see on our screen. The file size is comparatively small. It's 124 MBs. It's not large, so it shouldn't take long before this is done. And then we will reboot the device into the main home screen. Remember, first time installation requires some patience, which means it can take up to 5 minutes to boot into the main home screen for the very first time. If you face problem, repeat the process. If you're stuck at some point or some stage, simply restore download the software from the SAM firmware. If for some reason there is other issue, you can always come back and report that into the comments section. So once that is complete, we will come back and we'll start the main home screen boot process. As you can see that it's almost done. So we'll keep it going like this. It's installing the core apps, the calculator sync, Googlettes, and swipe libs, all these different names to Google Apps. That includes the Play Store. So This is now complete. So it's time to reboot the device or the system and wait for the tablet to boot into the home screen. So finally, we are at the main home screen, so we can start the setup process. And we'll select the country. Based on your region, setup as new. Don't have Wi-Fi network, we'll click continue, and we should be able to go to the home screen. Remember guys, first time takes a long time, sometimes it's up to 10 minutes, so keep patience and should be able to install the custom ROM on this device. All set. Okay, we will uncheck this, click next, click start. So there you go. We have a brand new ROM on this device with Google Play Store. And if we go inside the settings, it should be able to show us what we have here. Obviously, it will not be super fast if you compare it with the newer operating systems or the devices. But we still have Android 7.1, which is decent. Jumping from Android 4 to 7.1 is not bad. Then you are ready to go and install the rest of the apps. If we go on the home screen and click on the widget section, then you have all these widgets available and you're good to rock. That's it for today's video on how to install custom ROM on your Galaxy Tab 3. Any questions or feedback, you can ask me in the comment section, and I'll see you soon with another video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.